Welcome to the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Unfiltered laughs, honest conversations, and everything in between.
This is your backstage pass to the best moments from Ryder and Lisa.
On demand.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.
It is time to vent. What is bothering you lately?
The headphones that I'm wearing, there's a constant buzzing in my ear. If you've ever watched Succession, you know how I wanted to say that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Quit buzzing in my ear, he swears. That's one of my favorite things to say now. But no, they have this constant like bzz, 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 bzz in my ear. So like when I get older and I can't hear anything and my tinnitus is terrible, I'm blaming this portion of my life.
Tinnitus?
That's how it's actually supposed to be pronounced. I know. I hate it too.
Sounds so lame.
I know. I hate it too. I always say tinnitus because it sounds better.
It's just ridiculous that you've committed to tinnitus being how you say it for years, and then all of a sudden now you're just in your tinnitus era.
Tinnitus, which sounds almost as annoying as the buzzing in my ear.
Yeah, the super relatable one. I'm sure everybody can relate.
Oh,
with your headphones. Good job.
I actually did. I did scramble for that.
Mm-hmm. You did.
Well, it's Friday of a long weekend. I don't care about anything.
Okay, I have one that I think people will relate with.
Okay.
Why don't I just be the champion of the show?
Oh, wow. Congrats.
I feel like when you're with a group of people and there's one person that talks the most, that they should have to silence themselves when somebody else is speaking.
Okay, wait a minute. I need to know about the exact situation that happened that you noticed this. Who was the one talking too much?
No, I can't.
Is it me?
I'm not going to call them out. But I'm cool with, like, obviously two people are going to talk at the same time occasionally. And usually there's like well, you go ahead. Or you go ahead. But when there's somebody that talks the most, they should have to take you go ahead. Every time.
Did you know that it's actually not rude to cut people off and try and get your word in? It's I think ADHD. I remember there was a headline just recently about that.
Like you have to finish your sentence because you're afraid if you don't, you'll forget it?
No, I think it's more like there's this like reaction to somebody telling a story. And if you know how it's going to end and they're not getting to it fast enough, you almost feel obligated to be like, oh yeah, and then obviously this happened. Like you kind of cut them off.
Oh.
Like your brain cannot handle the fact that they haven't wrapped it up yet. That's like me with you. Every day.
We don't do that.
Yeah, you guys can't see us here in studio, but when Ryder's telling a story, I do that hand motion where it's like, wrap it up.
Oh, I should have done that with your headphone.
That was a good
thrilling content. This text says, my husband wakes up and the first thing out of his mouth every morning is a complaint.
Ew.
I get that it's ironic. I'm complaining about it to you guys right now, but it does drive me bananas.
Well, yeah. You can't be saying the same thing. You're supposed to wake up, and regardless of how tired and cranky and miserable you are and how much you hate what you have to do that day, you have to say to yourself when you're brushing your teeth, today's going to be a great day, and good things are going to happen to me.
You
have
do
to
that?
manifest it.
Yeah. Do you?
No.
Yeah, I usually just wake up, stretch, and fart. That's how I start. Giving you one last chance to vent, get your frustrations out, and then just party time. This text, when a big truck passes you and thwaps a big puff of black smoke, makes me want to go full hippie and get off the grid.
That's great.
It is true. And the older the diesel truck and the bigger the diesel truck, the bigger the thwap of black smoke, too.
I will say that has not happened to me in a very long time.
Yeah, I wonder if there is a little less of that. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, everybody's broke now. People can't just be accelerating out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's very, very valid point.
Saving their gas. Mm-hmm. Entitled pricks shouting at minimum wage workers, another text we got. I'm at a point in my life where I will say something. Like if I see somebody mistreating service staff.
That's enough. We don't do that.
What are you doing getting all twisted up, wrecking your day? You're wrecking this person's day.
You're wrecking my day as someone who's just behind you in line.
So get it together.
Yeah.
I guess there are extreme situations where you have to defend yourself in a customer situation. I don't know.
No yelling, though.
I'll hold people accountable if the customer service is terrible.
But you don't
for some
have to
reason.
scream.
But you don't have to be mean.
Make a scene. Right. It's dramatic. It's embarrassing. It's cringy. Stop doing it.
And finally, this text. Getting told to do something I was about to do.
Oh, my gosh. And how great is that?
It's true, too, because when you're doing it yourself, you're like, yeah, I've got control of my own life. Look at me in my adult pants doing adult stuff.
And then you get a ding getting an email. Hey, have you managed to find time to send over? Yes, I'm on it.
And then it just looks like you're...
They CC your boss in it, and you're like, really?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I was about to do that. Thank you for the texts. Appreciate it. And I feel like we're ready to move on.
No, we have one more from Lauren.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said her name.
Not this again.
Well, how am I supposed to know that it should be anonymous? They should start with, hey, can you keep me anonymous?
Oh, you didn't say Lauren. You said
I said
Laura.
Steve.
That's believable for sure. Should have went with Laura.
Well,
we were right there.
I actually can't read that out loud because it's about someone else at work. And Gary just wrote in, laugh my ass off. Gary's the one that I originally was supposed to keep anonymous
and
like a year ago. And I called him Glary, trying to hide his name. And I got in trouble for that.
Well, yeah, that was the worst fake name I've ever heard.
Well, you don't know if it's Gary or Larry, even though I just called him Gary. Oh.
Yeah, you're bad at this.
Well, anyway, I'm going to go home.
Is her text really good? Is it juicy?
Just about... No, but I'm not going to say it.
Come on.
No.
Why? Did she ask to be anonymous?
No.
Well, then let her rip. You know how many Laurens are listening to us? Lauren Kyle is probably listening to us right now.
No, she's not. She's in Europe.
McDavid's wife. Yeah, she's streaming us.
That's true.
She loves our show.
That's very valid.
That's why we didn't get invited to the opening of her bar that all the influencers in town got invited to. Whatever, I'm not pouting. Hit me with this text.
When you find out a coworker's getting fired because they haven't been working a full week since they were even hired, but you've been complaining about the same issue for one of your other companies. I don't know. It's too confusing.
Also,
this is why I shouldn't have read it.
You probably shouldn't have read that as well. If somebody was getting fired.
What did I say? What is the scariest thing that you ever woke up to in the night?
Oh, woof.
Stop.
What?
Like, actually, though, because I just got a text from my friend Rebecca. She woke up to a sound above her head.
That sounded something like this.
Yep. Wow, that's really accurate. Turns the light on. She's like, I think there's a bird in our room, honey. Nope, it's a frickin' bat. Isn't that like a famous pop culture reference? That girl that when she was little, she was famous for saying, it's frickin' bats. It's frickin' bats. Same girl that said, I love beef. Remember that girl?
Beef.
Smells like beef. It's frickin' bats. There was a bat in her bedroom last night.
Bats are fairly terrifying because they've been associated with vampires. They live in caves. They're like slimy flying rats. Everything about them is terrifying, right?
She said that she was quoted, like her and her husband were in their bed and she said, oh God, that's too quiet to be a bird. Like, can you imagine that fear of being like, so what is it? Turning a light on and seeing it hanging upside down.
So her husband is like small town guy, like an outdoorsman.
Yep.
So he probably was okay with it?
Oh, he's okay with anything. Remember that time that we woke him up at 3 a.m. to break her toe back into place because we turned up so hard that she stubbed it and it was like busted?
Perfect example.
Yeah, he can handle anything, so they're fine.
What did he do?
So
tennis racket.
Apparently he was like, we should open the windows and let it fly out. But then like, how do you know for sure it's gone?
Right.
Like, how do you sleep in your bedroom again? I think they like ran out and closed the door probably. Where is it?
Yeah, I had an old barn at an old property of mine, and we used to think it was pigeons that were making noise up there.
You'd assume that immediately, yeah.
And then one night late, we went up and took a flashlight up because they were like making an extra ruckus. And the thing was absolutely covered in bats, like hundreds of them. But the bats do keep the mice away.
Okay, speaking of mice, here's my story. So the house that my parents still live in that I grew up in, we had a gerbil when we were kids. It ended up biting my sister and she gave it to one of her friends because she was like, now I'm scared of it. But she didn't give the cage to the friend. Apparently they already had one because they had gerbils in the past so they could handle it. So we put away this cage in the storage room and years later, there was like so many mice living in it. Like in the space that had the wood chips, so like comfortable bed for them. It
like
had the
wheel to run on.
They were running on the wheel.
Man, all-inclusive vacation for mice.
Airbnb.
Yeah. Yeah.
But how scary. My dad never told any of us what was going on because he was raising 3 daughters.
Yeah.
We would have never went back into our house. So he had to keep it to himself and figure out how to get rid of these mice with no one else in the house knowing about it. He's a hero. I never had to know about it till years later.
That is terrifying.
He said it was kind of cute, though. Like when he opened the storage and they were living in this.
Yeah, just chilling.
He was like
all fat.
He's like, it was really hard to get rid of them, to
Fat
be honest.
mice are way cuter than skinny mice. I think I may have misspoke. I said bats eat mice. I don't think that's true. They eat mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for pointing that out, Kristen, on the text line. Yeah. I just knew that they ate something that I hated.
Yeah, you're thinking of snakes.
Maybe. We are getting real-time updates on this bat that made its way into your friend's house.
And I said, slick your hair back, because growing up, we had a path behind our house with really tall trees. And at night, my parents would warn us. They'd be like, listen, girls, all 3 of you have thick hair.
Oh, brag
Slick
some
it back.
more.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely going to drop that in this story. So we would have to slick our hair back so the bats wouldn't swoop down and get caught in our mane.
Is St. Albert known for its bats?
I guess so. I don't know. I feel like bats are just everywhere.
Yeah, maybe.
Because my friend Jillian, she lives in Calgary, and they had a bat living underneath their umbrella in the backyard.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't know what to do. Could they just put a vacuum up to like the window and wait for it to...
No, you don't want to suck it out, because some bat species are endangered here in Canada. You can't just kill it. You have to protect it. It eats the mosquitoes. We're calling her Tina. I'm like, Tina's just hanging out.
Don't let it get in her mouth.
What?
Apparently that's a thing.
What do you mean? Bats will fly into your mouth?
I don't know if it's very common, but I just read a story about how it's costing a lady a whole bunch of money because a bat got in her mouth. We'll get into that next. Streaming at play107.com. It's Ryder and Lisa. Real-time updates on your friend who's got a bat in their house. Apparently her husband is now decked out in clothes.
She said she's never been more turned off because he's only in his boxers. But then he put on a hoodie and a toque and then a towel over his head to go into the room to investigate. There's a bat that was flying around their bedroom, and they both ran out and closed the door. And she said now she can hear him in the garage with the duct tape. She's like, what is he building? I'm like, well, he can't kill it. They're endangered species. He can't let it touch him. What if it's got like a disease?
Yeah, don't let it touch you. And like often they carry rabies as well. So you got to be careful with that.
Or like Ebola.
Yeah. I think like bats have caused a lot of diseases or transferred a lot of diseases. There's a story that's going viral right now. A woman named Erica is facing over $20,000 in medical bills after a run-in with a bat that she had while on vacation in Arizona. So she was taking a picture with her camera, and the bat got in between her face and the camera, and she screamed, and it went into her mouth.
They are tinier than you'd think.
Yeah. Yeah, her dad is a doctor, and he said, like, you need to go and get a rabies vaccination.
No.
And
so scary.
even though she didn't think that the bat bit her during the brief encounter, she went and sought treatment. And due to insurance issues, her claims were rejected, and she owes $20,749. She said, not worth it. The bat tasted gross, too. Trying to have a sense of humor with it.
We got a text from Sandra saying that they need to call Fish and Wildlife. They can come and remove it. So just a heads up, if you ever have a bat in your house, just hanging out, literally.
The Dreisaitls were married, was it last night, our time? So that would have been today in Paris or in France somewhere?
Yeah. So I'm seeing updates from like 4 hours ago saying tonight was magical.
Okay.
But what I noticed from Lauren Kyle McDavid's Instagram story is wherever they're staying is next level bougie, which obviously we expected that.
Yeah, when you're a multi-millionaire family, I mean, when you're traveling to France, you probably wouldn't stay in a little apartment. Right?
That's very fair. But the little details are blowing my mind. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. Probably never will.
Or will you? I was just about to say.
Their room has pillowcases that have their initials
Stitched.
carved into them. So there's like a CM and an LM.
Carved in.
Are
they wooden pillows?
Sorry, you're right. Stitched into them.
Yeah.
That is next level.
For a rental? Like an Airbnb or whatever?
Like, are you going to take home these pillowcases? I guess.
Yeah.
Weird, but all right.
That would be such a flex, eh?
Yeah. No wonder she took a picture of it and posted it on her Instagram story. I want that life.
I can grab a Jiffy and just write LE on a pillowcase for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. You gave me some attitude off air for calling a marker a Jiffy.
Well, I didn't know what you meant. I think of Sharpie immediately, not Jiffy.
I just want to do a quick poll on the text line.
Oh, God, here we go.
How many of my old school peeps still call markers Jiffies occasionally?
I don't think anyone does. I think they call them Sharpies.
A lot more fun to say.
I like Sharpie. It's fun to say, too.
No, Jiffy is way better to say.
Team Sharpie or Team Jiffy? Hit us up. We will tally the poll.
No, this isn't a vote. I know
You
that
just said.
No, I know that Sharpie is going to be more popular. I'm just saying that I got some peeps that roll with the Jiffy crew still.
Yeah, you got Keith. That's
Yeah.
it. Keith texted in.
No teeth, Keith checking in.
Okay, wait. What if Keith actually doesn't have teeth? That would be iconic. Keith, send us a selfie.
Yeah.
Taylor, never heard of a Jiffy. Liz, young punks, call it a Sharpie. Janelle, I thought you were talking about peanut butter. Me too, Janelle. That's when I gave him attitude off air. I said, okay, PB&J. What?
This is coming from somebody who said that the McDavids had their initials carved into their pillows. And then you come at me for saying Jiffy like it's a peanut butter and only a peanut butter. And that's also wrong.
Stoner Joe is texting in making fun of how you say pillows too. Pell. Is that a Saskatchewan thing?
Can't catch a break.
5 simple words, $1,000. It's Ryder and Lisa's 1K wordplay. Brought to you by Out of Bounds Restaurant.
We are joined by Joe, Texter 107. I'm just switching one of my words right now. I thought of a better one. How's it going, Joe?
Lovely. How are you guys doing today?
Good. We're ready to give you $1,000 before the long weekend.
I'm ready to accept it.
Who would you like to play with?
With Lisa, please.
Yes. Goodbye.
All right, get to use this word. And I'm all excited
It
about
better
it.
be better than the one you replaced it with.
Hey, don't be yelling for no reason. All right, I'm going to start the timer after I give you the first word. You ready to rip?
You bet.
The first word is puzzle.
Play.
Fear.
Scared.
Alligator.
Crocodile.
Broom.
Stick.
Casket.
Coffin.
Awesome. And what did you say for puzzle, sorry?
Play.
Play?
Game. Sorry. GAME.
We'll count it. Let's get Lisa in here and give away some money.
Did we make it in time with the timer?
Yep.
All right.
There was a little confusion about one of the words, but it's Friday before a long weekend, so I'm not about to be...
What?
Well...
You can't think of a
too
word.
strict.
Your sweetness is my weakness, Ryder.
Thank you. All right, Lisa, you ready to rip?
Yeah, I'm ready.
What is the first word that comes to mind when I say alligator?
Crocodile? Oh, I'm so glad. I was worried there.
Nice.
$25.
Fear.
Scared. Woo!
Nice.
50 for 75.
Casket.
Dead. No.
You look dead behind the eyes of that one.
Is the word corpse?
Coffin.
Ooh.
Broom.
Sweep.
He went with stick
I'm punching the table. I'm so mad.
and puzzle.
Come on. For puzzle?
Yeah.
Ooh, what? That's hard. Puzzle? Picture?
He went with game.
Oh, that is the best answer. Why didn't I think of that?
What about piece? Puzzle piece? Wouldn't that be a good answer too?
Oh, you're giving us attitude for not coming up with peace.
Let's go, guys.
Well, we tried our best, right, Joe?
Yeah, I guess.
It's okay. You picked up $50, better than the wall of shame. Have a great long weekend. Thanks for playing.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Cheers.
It's going to be a little different next week as I'm off next week, but
Yeah.
we've already lined something up.
We did, and it's kind of going to be the same vibes as when Ryder was gone last time, and the listeners seem to really enjoy it because it's a way to play the game and everyone can be qualified because it's like a text to play game where I give 5 words on air, you text in the first word that comes to mind for each, and then I have audio of Ryder with his responses. If you match with his, you end up winning. So it'll be different, but we didn't want to just take away the game.
Yeah.
Because that's not fun
And there's
for
no
the
way
listeners.
on vacation I'm answering the phone every morning. It's crazy how different long weekends, especially August long, and the hype around it is as you age. Mm-hmm. Like, I was so pumped I couldn't think of anything else 20 years ago. For August long, quite often the Edson Ball tournament.
Yeah. I would go and I would pack like a bag of cheese buns and a 2-6 of vodka. No pillow.
No, that's it. You could sleep on the cheese buns.
Exactly.
Except for Sunday, because you ate them all. Then it was an uncomfy sleep.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, it's the long weekend this weekend.
You're like, maybe I'll reorganize my closet.
I was like, it's raining Sunday and Monday. Great, because I have no plans. Boring.
We want to hear from you. What is your weekend looking like in just 3 words? John said getting drunk camping.
I mean, that's a hell of a combo, right?
That's perfection right there. Erica, painting, cleaning, and family. Tal, kids, clean, entertain. Kevin, bike, bevies, food. Deneen, relaxing by fire. I love this one from Sarah. Sweat, nap, sweat. It is going to be hot for a couple days.
Stoner Joe said fishing, friends, fire, and weed. That's 4 words.
Classic Stoner Joe.
Just not listening, really.
Also, you didn't need to put weed. Your name is Stoner Joe. You could have just said fishing, friends, and fire, and we would have known that the weed would be a part of it.
Exactly. We got Danielle saying Saskatchewan lake time.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Maybe see Chapel Roan there.
This one here from Selena doesn't sound fun, actually. Kids yelling, Mom. That's where you
good.
hide in the pantry, right?
Yeah. Dougie Fresh, golf, get yelled at, golf.
Also, not 3 words, but good effort.
I do like it, though, because he's going to golf so much he's in trouble. Like, it told a story, right?
I guess that's true, yeah.
Awesome. What do you got on?
For me?
Yes. 3 words. You said you were planned.
Carbs. Football.
Are you loading up on carbs to play football?
No, I'm going to be at the football game eating pizza.
Got it.
Carbs. Football. What should my third one be? Ubering. Does that paint a picture?
That's pretty good, yeah.
Because I didn't have to say drinking. The Ubering told that story.
Right. Chelsea says no kids date.
Ooh.
Great. Asking you about your 3-day weekend in 3 words. It's Play 107. We're Ryder and Lisa. Hope you're having a good start to your long weekend. I mean, I guess most people have a work day between them and their long weekend.
It doesn't matter. You're supposed to wake up and say, good things are going to happen to me today. Manifest it.
Can't get it.
You've got this.
We have a TV screen in our elevator here at the office, and it has just like quirky facts or
Yeah, the weather forecast, what's happening in the city. But every once in a while,
interesting tidbits.
it's like just like interesting things to know about. And we're up on the 7th floor. So every once in a while, I'll learn a couple things before I get to the office.
Exactly. So on the way up is what we call this segment, and it's just things Lisa learned while on the way up to work. What do you got?
Did you know that treading water, swimming, can burn up to 110 calories in 10 minutes? One of the best ways to burn calories in a short amount of time.
You're just treading?
Yeah, like when you're like in the water and you're just moving your body.
Why don't I lose more weight than when I go on vacation?
Because you're in a floating device drinking beer.
Yeah, but I'm kind of treading.
No, that's not the same. So that's the first thing that I learned.
Okay.
And then the other thing I learned that to help fight off memory loss, dementia as you get older, learning new recipes can be really good for your brain to trick it, right? Because a lot of people, you got your staples, your classic meals, and you just make it without really thinking now. So if you were to switch it up, it's really good for your brain.
I've heard, I know this isn't something you learned on the way up in the elevator today, but I feel like I can contribute because it's a similar thing. How healthy it is for your mind to take different routes to work and home from work on a regular basis, just to mix it up constantly.
Okay, so just take a random turn and try and find your way home from there.
They even said if you just take a different route home than you take to work, it's even good for you. But mixing it up entirely is really good for your mental health.
Is it good if I switch it up because I want to go get a 2 cheeseburger meal?
No, I mean, for the mental health, yes. Maybe not as much for the physical health.
All right.
Also not great if it's because you just flip somebody off again and realize you're in a station vehicle and then drive like a bat out of hell.
Oh my gosh, that was one time.
Okay, but I'm just saying that's another one that's probably not the best reason.
For the record, I've stopped flipping people off. Instead, I just blow them kisses now.
And how do they react to that?
They follow me home.
That's a wrap on this episode of the Ryder and Lisa podcast.
Thanks for being a part of the Ryder and Lisa community. If you liked hanging out with us, don't forget to subscribe and share the laughs with your friends.
Powered by Always Plumbing and Heating.